Gama Jabambe Gomerbo, we got a special one for you today. We got why can Georgia qualify for the World Cup in 2026? Now, I've been saying this on my channel like for the past 2 years that Georgia has a good chance of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup, as is my home country Jamaica as well, right? Because I feel like even this World Cup, you have more than the 32 teams, right? You're gonna be more teams in the World Cup, you know what I mean? And Georgia's football has never been at like this, like have so many stars, you know what I mean, that are playing cohesively and performing, you know what I mean? Like all these guys, man, shout out to them, man. They're doing their thing, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is the perfect time for Georgia to qualify for their first World Cup. They did qualify for the first Euros and performed phenomenally. The whole world was even talking about that Turkey game, bro. So unfortunate, but brilliant scenes from Georgia, man. I just watched Georgia versus Armenia in the two legs as well recently, and I was just in Georgia. I was just in Georgia a couple weeks ago, you know what I mean? I have that vlog on my channel, so check out that Georgia vlog if you haven't watched my Georgia vlog already. I'm gonna leave it at the end of this video, man. But we got why can Georgia qualify. If it's the first time seeing my face, subscribe down below. Road to 100,000 subscribers, and let's get right into this reaction. Let's get it, bro. Why can Georgia qualify?
Why can Georgia qualify to the World Cup in 2026 and make their debut? We've seen this countless times in international football. When a team is hot and they got the momentum, it feels like nothing can stop them. Georgia have hit the lotto. Everything is working stupendously at the moment. You look at the players they have, you look at the manager they have, look at the fan base believing in this national team. To think where Georgia were in 2015, ranked 156th, to now beating Czechia 4-1 in the Nations League. So why make this video? Well, I'm going to break it down into small parts on why I believe.
Also, shout out to Michael Talks Football as well. This is his channel. I'll link the original video down below in the description.
Believe Georgia have a fantastic opportunity in qualifying for the World Cup. Number one is their manager, Willy Sagnol. The job he has done, bringing this national team from averageness, let's put it that way, in 2021 to now qualifying to the Euros, making it to the round of 16 of the Euros, going toe-to-toe with Portugal, Czechia, obviously that crazy game against Turkey. Yeah, you lost to Spain. But the system he has developed, every player believes in Willy Sagnol. I would too. And if any Georgian doesn't believe in Willy Sagnol, I mean, don't watch football then.
Life is never completely shit.
I genuinely forgot about that Portugal game, bro. Like, Georgia's been doing bits, man. I actually remember after the game when Georgia won and Khvicha went over to you know, say what up to Ronaldo, you know what I mean? That was his GOAT growing up, you know what I'm saying? And that's so fun to see, man.
Oh, completely great.
It's when a manager sees the players he has and knows their best traits. So when you got a guy like Khvicha and Mamardashvili, let them have the freedom of what they want to do. Let them express themselves. Then you bring the whiff of Mamardashvili and Chakvetadze. These are the sort of players that are underrated in a national team. They might not get the headlines, they might not wear the pink boots, but they are the hard workers you need in a national team. And clearly, Willy Sagnol has identified these players into his system, and it's just working perfectly. So as long as Georgia have Willy Sagnol, they can do marvelous things in international football. Number two is the players. The players are of high quality. Look at the sort of moves these players are making. Mamardashvili will be joining.
Bro, Georgia has a brick wall in the goal, bro. Mamardashvili cannot be moved, bro. This man is so great, bro. I'm telling you right now. For people who don't know who Mamardashvili is, bro, I've been watching him for a long time now in La Liga. He's great, man.
Liverpool next season. Could you imagine telling that to a Georgian 10 years ago? They would have said, give me the greatest strain you are smoking. Well, it's now a reality. Mamardashvili will become one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I mean, the guy is a sensational shot stopper. Yeah, he might look like Goofy with the ball at his feet. I don't care. If you can stop the ball from going to the back of the net, that's all that matters to me. Then you look at their defense. I mean, you have the experience of Khvicha, who made it to the Champions League this season with Slovan Bratislava at the age of 37. I mean, Chakvetadze, this guy is an engine. And same thing with Mamardashvili. These guys are just monsters. Then you have a hard-working midfield. Khvicha, the guy will be playing Champions League football also this season. Or Chakvetadze, who's also a hard worker, a little bit more of a creator, can make those late runs into the box. These are the...
Ooh, this was the number 10 I was talking about last game. So he had an opportunity where he was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, but Chakvetadze was beside him running, and he passed it to him. And I was saying, it like the striker in me, like when I was growing up, all my life I played as a striker until recently. My coaches turned me into a CDM because of how I play and how I see the game, and I can defend as well. You know what I mean? And I was saying, bro, the striker in me would have never passed that ball to Khvicha, and for him to get that easy goal, you know what I mean? Like, I would even shoot it because I was 1-on-1. But even if you look at the play and break it down, he did the best move ever. Like, that was a sure goal. He didn't have to stress to gamble or say maybe the keeper saved my shot. You know what I mean? He brought it all the way down to the very end, then passed it to Khvicha. Brilliant guy. This number 10 is right here, man. Brilliant midfielder right here.
Who's also a hard worker, a little bit more of a creator, can make those late runs into the box. These are the sort of players that will make a national team even greater. You need those unsung heroes. You need the guys who, yeah, okay, they might not want the headlines, but they will work hard for the team and allow the better players to flourish. And without these two players, then Georgia would have no hope, in my opinion. They are so crucial to this national team, and that's, of course, Kvara and Mamardashvili. When you have a striker like Mamardashvili who just made the big move to Olympic Lyon, yes, it hasn't started off the greatest, but the guy has shown you week in and week out when he plays for Metz, he is a baller.
Nah, he's been turning it up in Ligue 1, man. Both of them, you know, Kvara and Mika, they're both decent, bro.
And he showed it also at the Euro, scoring crucial goal after crucial goal. He doesn't need many chances. When he gets that small chance, he will convert it. So having a striker like that, who's only 23 years old, he's only going to develop even more.
Damn, I forgot he was 23, bro. I forgot he's 23. Khvicha is like 24, right? Oh, they have a young squad, bro.
More and more, especially at a high level like Lyon. Kvara is simply a baller, and you need that sort of guy. You need a dude who can progress with the ball, can create, can score. He can do all of those things for this national team. So maybe he doesn't have to do the defensive work. He doesn't have to do crazy high pressing all the time. But when Kvara gets the ball, it's going to be magic, and he's going to strike fear into the defense. Willy Sagnol and these players are just at the beginning, really, of their process. We can always talk about and say negative things about the nations. They can say, oh, it's just a glorified friendly. But for nations like Georgia, Finland, Albania, you name it, it is so vital, this Nations League. You need to beat opponents at a similar level to you. That's the only way you're going to get better and better and better. And now Georgia, they destroyed the opponents in Division C. I mean, they're destroying opponents now in Division B. Yes, it's only one game, but thinking to yourself, Georgia beating Czechia 4-1. This is not a Czechia team that are full of bums or anything like that. No, these are still quality players like Patrick.
Hey man, Georgia just finished the last two games on aggregate 9-1 versus Armenia, bro. Like Georgia's been dominating, bro, and they've been on the up climb. And I'm glad I kind of like discovered Georgia's football from before, like the hype. You know what I mean? For people who are originally subscribed to my channel, you know, bro, I've been tapped in with the Georgia football, bro, and I've seen it right here, right now, bro. I do believe Georgia will qualify for the World Cup in 2026. I also do believe that my birth country, Jamaica, will definitely qualify for the World Cup as well. Like, that would be scenes for me, bro. Like, of course, the USA is already qualified, bro, because we're the host country, you know what I mean? But for me to see Jamaica qualify, and hopefully I'm playing too, bro, because for those who don't know, bro, your boy's a baller as well. I'm a football player myself, man. You can go check out my football highlights on my channel, or I'll leave it at the end of this video as well with my Georgia vlog, you know what I mean? So watch my football videos as well. But hopefully I sign my my contract this summer, bro, my professional contract, bro. I was trying to get into the Georgia Football League, bro, but I don't have any, like, links, you know? I don't have anybody, like, to talk to get into a team in Georgia. If anybody watching this video and you can get me into a team in Georgia, bro, let me know on my Instagram or in the comment section, bro, and I'll get back to you, man. But yeah, let's get back to the video. You see me?
And the devastation of how Georgia just easily counterattacked them and scored some beautiful goals. I mean, we're watching Jogo Bonito from the Crusaders. But another reason why I made this video is there's so many similarities between Georgia and Iceland from 2016 to 2018. Similar to Georgia, Iceland qualified for their first...
Ooh, the Iceland one was goated. But the Iceland coach, he's the one who he was the last coach of Jamaica, the Iceland coach, you know, Coach Hallgrimsson. I've talked to him a lot of times through like interviews and stuff, because for those who don't know, I as I said, I play football as well. But I have had the chance to talk to Coach Hallgrimsson, who was the coach of Iceland when they were in the Euros, and he was the last coach of my national team, Jamaica's national team. I had the chance to talk to him a couple times too. He's a cool dude, man. But yeah, that was a brilliant run from Iceland right there.
First major competition at the Euros in 2016. They sensationally beat a pathetic England, and obviously Roy Hodgson and Gary Neville were the greatest duo since peanut butter and jelly. And they made it to the quarterfinal, eventually losing to France. And what did Iceland do afterwards? They carried the momentum into the World Cup qualifiers, won every single home game, and only won 2 away games, but that was enough for Iceland to qualify to their first ever World Cup. So in a 3-year span, that team got even better, and they were a nucleus. They were a strong national team, especially at home. Or another example could be Wales, where they had a very organized team. They didn't have the flashy stars, but they had that one star in Gareth Bale who could be a difference maker, and everybody else had to just work hard. You know, from the likes of Joe Allen, Aaron Ramsey, Ben Davis, these sort of guys. All you just need is 1 or 2 superstars and a hard-working national team, but it has to fit into a unit, and that's what Georgia have developed. You know, Iceland had a couple of decent players, you know, like this guy or Bjornsson, and they had a couple players playing in the Premier League, but Iceland weren't full of stars or big names, no, but they worked as a unit, and that's why they kept getting better and qualified to the World Cup. If Georgia want to qualify to the World Cup, they have to become a dominant team at home. Bring the fortress, and I think Georgia are starting to develop that, unless it's against Spain, because against Spain, 7-1. I always love these stories in international football, a team that really had nothing going for them, similar to Iceland, similar to Finland. They used the Nations League to their benefit, Georgia, and they've gotten better and better and better, and with a manager like Willy Sagnol. You let me know in the comments down below right now, who are you taking as a manager? Willy Sagnol or Didier Deschamps? I imagine if you're Georgia right now and you're supporting this national team, it must be so fun, and you cannot wait until the next game, and then the next international break, and then the next international break after that. But then you get to enjoy your players playing all over Europe. This is the golden time for Georgian football, and it might only be the beginning. So can they qualify to the World Cup in 2026?
Yes.
Well, that's a little bit too early.
Key, they can qualify. Key. Yes, they can qualify, bro.
And it may be a bit too reactionary on my part, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this national team, and I want to see new debutants at the World Cup. That's why it's so important that Georgia do well in the Nations League, because the Nations League will dictate the World Cup qualifying pots. So if Georgia can get into a pot 2 slot, that would be pretty good, and then they can hope for maybe like a Belgium, maybe some sort of national team like that. For Georgia, this is their moment right now. They have to strike while the iron is hot. Will they continue doing it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you also on the hype train like me in believing that Georgia could qualify to their first ever World Cup in 2026? Or do you believe I'm too reactionary? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for more international football content, from AFC to CAF to
W's in the chat, man. Michael Talks Football, man. He made this video 6 months ago, and I believe I'm gonna see if he made any other videos, but Georgia is carrying on the momentum. You know, they just finished, as I said, 9-1 on aggregate in the last Nation League games, bro. Sakavelo, bro. You don't know. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Georgia will make it to the 2026 World Cup? I personally believe they have a high chance of making it. Like, this is one of the best moments in Georgian football, I believe, like this era. And I believe they will make it, bro. Same as my country. I said it, bro. If I'm playing for Jamaican football, bro, and the World Cup, and I'm playing against Georgia, bro, don't let me score, Georgia. Don't let me score, bro. But nah, bro. Let me know your thoughts down below, man. Do you think Georgia will make it to the World Cup, bro? Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, bro. Subscribe to the channel, man. Road to 100,000 subscribers, man. Go check out these 2 videos right on the screen. This is gonna be my Georgia vlog right here, and this is gonna be my football highlight if you want to see me play football, man. And this is when I was in Georgia. But I'll catch you in the next one, man. Not from these, bro.